put your fingers down low, grab and pull up.
This is moss. It grows in shady, wet areas.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is my rightful cricket. I catched it by myself.
One time I captured a toad, and then I didn't put my hand over him, and he didn't jump away. He just stayed on my hand.
At Oak Hill Elementary, kids are taking things into their own hands with garden tools. In their twice-weekly after-school gardening club, teacher Paul Cummings guides curious, energetic minds and hands to learn about the birds and the bees and the butterflies. It's also about problem-solving and creating.
And along this fence, we're also going to be trying to grow some grapes or some other type of vine that will grow here. But what we need to find out, first of all, is how much fencing materials we need.
Principal Catherine Mitchell champions how the students nurture their school and their education.
Grab some weeds.
Definitely, it's a team effort.
I thought this would be one way I could get out and be involved with the kids and see what kind of plants are around, because I'm pretty new to Texas.
Now retired teacher Sue Lagerquist helped start Gardening Club to connect students to their food's origins.
The design of the original beds was all the kids got together in groups and had little pieces of paper and sort of designed and then voted on the design, and then we built and tried to put it as close to their design as we could. I think the whole thing of gardening is really important to the kids. There's an opportunity for them to learn about where their food comes from. Plus there's a sense of accomplishment.
I like to see the vegetables grow because I like to see the different stages, because at first they're like flowers and then they're like vegetables, and then you get to pick them.
It's important, the vegetables, because they're nutritious for you.
We buy an assortment of plants and sort of let them try to pick what they want. We've also had some success with kale. They always want to taste the food, and so that they can taste the kale, and they actually will try the kale where they normally would not. This is a little bitter, but they grew it, so they like it.
When I see a tomato, I just only get the tomato and then wash it, because it should have dirt or something, and I eat it.
And we do try to include some flowering, just flowers to mix in with them, so that those also attract as pollinators.
In late May, the garden bids goodbye to the students, except for families who tend it through summer.
I've been helping out with the garden with my mom and brother over the summer to take care of the garden. And I don't like the heat, but I know I'll get used to it.
When the students return in fall, they prep for winter's crops.
These things all need to come out, because this is what we want to replant next week. Is in any of these spaces we want to put in some new soil and some compost, and then put in some new plants.
A fifth grader raised a $500 grant to build the Giving Garden, also supported by local businesses to help feed families.
All started with a simple grant. My brother won, and my brother's name was Ian McKenna.
Their young orchard instills the value of nurturing the future.
Trying to support good food.
Rain Barrel Collection teaches water conservation that's certainly in their future. When the PTA bought picnic tables, Gardening Club spiced things up with pots of herbs.
See all the roots?
Now you can break them.
Now you want to loosen it up a little bit. And then put it into that hole right there.
Loosen it up.
That's plenty. Right, and now we're going to cover it back up.
And that's how you plant sage.
They're still getting established, but the staff or the families could come by, and if they know what they're cooking tonight, they can pinch off some fresh herbs and take it home.
For pretty inspiration to start and end the day, Gardening Club turned scrappy grass into a perennial butterfly and bee garden.
It's got 4 sides, so I call it the quadrilateral butterfly garden, because we can tie it into math that way.
When second graders release the butterflies they've raised, everyone can watch the cycle of life again outdoors.
The kids notice the chrysalises, and we were walking back from our special areas down the sidewalk, and all of a sudden 3 or 4 kids were all crowded around the fence. I'm like, come on guys, we gotta go. He's like, but look! And they pointed to it, and there, sure enough, dangling there was a little chrysalis, and so we watched it every day, and then all of a sudden one day it was gone.
Teacher Rachel Mendrick took the lead for the best drought-tough plants, and parents donated milkweed as monarch larval hosts. Already, the students learned adaptability.
We had one plant that didn't make it after the late freeze. So I said, well, we have this space right now, what can we do? So I had the kids make water saucers, so the butterflies or bees or birds or whatever wildlife comes by could have a place to drink. We had asked the art teacher if they were getting ready to do their clay unit, and I said, hey, do you think my class could make some water saucers that would hold water? And she said, yeah, we can do that. And so the kids made those in their art class, and they glazed them and they fired them, and now they're part of the garden.
At the front driveway, they've certainly turned things around with plants that get a lot of buzz and flitter from the wildlife all over them. With another grant, Oak Hill went for habitat certification, complementing existing campus habitat with new trees and plants.
And last year we got to make birdhouses. They're all over.
We purchased wood and we measured it and we cut it and we nailed it, and let me just tell you, make sure you get the right size nails. Because that was a lesson in frustration when the nails were a ½ inch too short.
I liked pounding in the nails to keep it together, and then I also liked painting it. It was a mess when we painted. I got paint all over my hands by accident.
And many of the kids suggested us putting some sort of camera in one of them so that we could, if one did land in there, we could watch it.
That's one of the robin houses right there.
I think it's got a calming effect on them just to see nature in its place. Over in the garden, we do have a water garden. In that water garden, there are mosquito fish, and the kids just like to go and watch the fish swim. We teach systems that the mosquito fish take care of the mosquito larvae, and the fish are there for birds, because often you'll find birds on the sides of the water lily. So it's all working together in harmony.
Between classroom and outdoor studies, Oak Hill students understand essential connectivity.
I think the most interesting thing so far is all the movement and the life and the caterpillars, the crickets, the grasshoppers.
And we have a greenhouse, and the greenhouse, if you pull back this area of grass, a bunch of baby crickets come out because there's like a cricket nest. Yeah, because
they're like tiny whiny. They're like this big.
Yeah,
and then there's like these huge ones that just.
Yeah.
It's about as organic as it gets here, because we really are very limited on anything we can put on the plants. And you do see a lot of bugs munching on it, but it's not just for human consumption. We're trying to support the whole ecosystem.
I also like seeing friends, learning new things about gardening, helping the school with their gardens. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do that's fun in gardening club.